Hello everybody. I don't know why I always do that with my voice. Hello everybody. I got tagged by Valerie Benoit. Her Instagram, I'll put it below. Same with her YouTube channel, and you should check it out because she's awesome and she got lots of awesome full day of eating videos and lots of information for you guys, especially if you're into flexible dieting. But she tagged me to do the fitness tag, I believe it's called. I haven't looked much into it. I watched Elle's LB Fit Body, I think that's her Instagram. I watched her fitness tag video and then I watched Val's. So it's just basically a bunch of questions that I'm gonna answer for you guys, kinda, I guess, so you guys get to know me better. I think that's the point of the whole thing. But yeah, I'm just gonna read this. I haven't prepared anything, so if I get stuck, bear with me. Anyways, the first question is, if you never got into bodybuilding or lifting, what would you be doing? Okay, first one and I'm already stuck. To be honest, I have no idea. I would probably just be working at some regular, well, I am working at just like a regular job right now, but I would probably just be working at somewhere and probably just saving money and figuring out what I want to do with my life, which is basically what I'm doing right now. Like, even though I do compete and I have my nutrition course, I have a personal training course on the go right now. I'm still trying to figure out something besides bodybuilding, just because I don't want that to be the only thing I have in my life. I want something else to kind of like fall back on and just to have that balance, right? I don't want that to be the only thing that I know and the only thing that I'm comfortable doing. So that's why I'm trying to figure out something, another career besides bodybuilding and fitness and all of that stuff. So to answer the question, I probably would be in college upgrading my classes, because I did not take the classes that I needed to take in high school. So I would be doing that and just working probably, and I'd probably be some chubby little kid like I used to be. What is your favorite and least favorite body part to work? My favorite part is hands down shoulders. I don't even have to think about that one. I love training shoulders just because when I get a pump, I love the way they look, and when I don't have a pump, they just look so, you know, flat and like skinny. So that's why I love training shoulders more than anything, because I actually have a injury in both of my shoulders. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but when I train, I definitely get a pain that's not right, and I've been having that for like almost like 2 years now, and I've just kind of ignored it. But yeah, even though I have that injury, it's still my favorite part to train, just because I love how they look when they're pumped. And my least favorite part would honestly have to be glutes. I know, it's coming from a bikini girl. I'm breaking the stereotype, but I hate training glutes because I have another injury. I never stretch, I never foam roll, and that's probably part of the reason why I have so many injuries and I'm so tight everywhere. I never get massages, I never go to chiropractors. It's too expensive, I literally can't afford it. So I definitely don't take care of my body as much as I should be, especially for how much I train. But I actually have a lower lumbar injury, so that's just like down here. But I went to the chiropractor one time that I went, and he took x-rays of my back, and he told me that my last disc on my spine is basically gone, and that's something that I have to live with. He said it's genetics, and that's the reason why my spine is like that, and what I can do is basically just keep going to the chiropractor so he can keep fluids going in there by you know, cracking me and putting everything back into place, which I haven't been able to do. So when I train glutes, that's all I feel, so I have to go very, very light so I can actually focus on, you know, my muscle connection with my glutes and actually be able to contract my glutes and not let my back take over the whole movement, because it does. And like, I trained glutes today and I just push through the pain. Like, it's very uncomfortable and it sucks, because I wish I could, you know, go heavier, and like things like kickbacks and stuff I can't do. Like, there's no way, because it hurts so bad. What would your last meal on earth be? Oh my goodness. Why is it a question? Who came up with that? Okay, I don't know if it's like, I guess it would be kind of like an appy, entree, and dessert. I'm gonna make it that anyways. I know that's what Val did, so let's get fancy with it. The appy would have to be, I don't even really like appies to be honest, but if I had to pick an appy, to be honest, I would do dessert, entree, and dessert because I love sweets. I'm a sweets person, so what I would do is I would have some Oreo cookies before the main meal, and then the main meal would probably be, it'd be something Colombian. I love Colombian food. Maybe even like bandeja paisa, which is like this plate, and then it has fried plantains, rice, a whole egg, avocado, some beef, arepa, which is like a corn tortilla but just thicker, and what else would it have? Oh, chicharrón. It's so bad for you, but it's so good. It's, I don't know, it's like, I don't even know what part of the pig it is, but it's something, it's a pig's body part. I know that sounds really gross and wrong, but it's not. It's kind of like bacon, but it's really thick and just like juicy and like juicy and crunchy at the same time. Oh my god, it's just so good. Ugh. And then if I could pick something else with that meal, even though that would probably be really, really filling and probably enough, I would have a Colombian hot dog because our hot dogs are the best. Like hands down the best. We pile them up with like pink sauce. We just sell them, like we do sell pink sauce in Colombia, it's a thing. Here in Canada we don't have it, so what we do is we mix mayo with ketchup and it tastes exactly like it. So we have that, and then we have cheese, some like pineapple that's cooked in sugar so it's even sweeter, and then some crumbled up potato chips, and you can honestly put whatever you want on it, but they're so good. Like when I came to Canada and they showed me the hot dogs here, I was like, is this real? Like just a wiener and like the bun. Like that's not right. But anyways, yeah, that would be my entree, and then for dessert I would have a piece of cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory, and then maybe some froyo if I could fit it in there, which I'm sure I could squeeze some in, because I don't know, when you just want things you just make it happen. But yeah, that would definitely be my last meal on earth. It sounds pretty filling and pretty fattening, but if it didn't make me fat and if it was the last meal on earth, then I would just have it every single day. I really had to. It's so good, everything that I mentioned. The fifth question, who is your crush in the fitness industry? Okay, that's really hard too. I have so many crushes. A lot. My first one, I mean, if I really had to pick just one person, I think it would be DLB, to be honest. I love Dana Lynn Bailey, like everything she stands for, her physique, the way she trains, just her personality. She's such a beautiful person inside and out. I am completely obsessed with her. She's such a mogul. Like she's like so self-made, and her and Rob are both so impressive, and just everything they do. From their clothing line to like their YouTube videos, how well she does in competitions, everything, like her story, it's unreal. So that's something someone I definitely look up to a lot in the fitness industry. And she's, I would say, my biggest crush in the fitness industry by far. Sixth question, if you had to pick one food to have 0 calories but still taste the same the rest of your life, what would you choose? Really? Come on now. Who made these so hard? Cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. Seriously, it's so good. Like if you've never had the Cheesecake Factory before, you'll need to go and try it because it's so good. When I went to Vegas last week, I got to fit some Oreo cheesecake into my macros. I literally didn't eat all day just so I could do that. Not even, like I had chicken all day basically with veggies, and then made the piece of cheesecake fit. I only got like 100 grams. I didn't even get the whole thing, and 100 grams is literally like this much. Like it was not very much at all, but it was so worth it, like for sure. But yeah, that would definitely be the food that I pick to have 0 calories but still tastes the same. Question, would you rather never be allowed to lift again but have your ideal physique, or be allowed to lift but work your butt off for your physique? I love lifting. I know most people would probably pick being able to just have their ideal physique and not lift, but like I love going to the gym, and I love pushing myself and kind of like working hard to get to where I want to be. I think that's the part I actually love the most about bodybuilding. Yeah, it gets frustrating. Yeah, it sucks when the progress is very slow, but I feel like that's what makes bodybuilding, like just the journey, right? So I would definitely pick getting to lift and working my butt off, because it's just, I love lifting. I can't go without it. Like it's part of me. It's part of my life. 8th question. What are your short and long-term fitness goals? My short-term fitness goals right now, I guess doing really good at my provincial competition coming up in June, and hopefully doing nationals in July, I believe it is. My long-term fitness goals, being able to enjoy this for the rest of my life while having that balance. I'm still finding that balance. I feel like it's something that you never really stop striving for. It's very hard to attain. I found it anyways, but yeah, that would definitely be my long-term fitness goal is just kind of like being able to live this lifestyle and love it and enjoy it without like being too restrictive or being too like isolated from life, I guess, because like that happens sometimes when we are too focused on one thing, we just kind of like shut everyone out and just try to stay focused because we feel like that's what we need to do and that's what it takes to, you know, be a competitor, like be in this lifestyle. But no, like I feel having balance is a big part of it, because that way you can actually enjoy it for the rest of your life and it's not something that you're just doing as a short-term thing. 9th question. What is the best thing that has changed about your life since committing to this lifestyle? I think like how organized and committed I've become. And ambitious. I'm very ambitious now. I don't know. I feel like I've always been like pretty ambitious, but I feel like this has changed me a lot in that sense, because I feel like I'm always working towards something and I'm always trying to be better and pushing myself to extremes where I never thought I could go. And yeah. 10th question. Favorite thing about competing or fitness in general if you don't compete? My favorite thing about competing is watching everything fall into place. Sometimes it takes a lot of time, and sometimes you just have to be very patient to see changes and to watch things come together, but they eventually do, and I've learned that in the past 2 years that I've competed. It's my 3rd year now, and that would definitely be my favorite part, is just kind of like watching your body change, and then the day of the show, like watching like everything just come together and looking so like, I'm not gonna say perfectly because I'll never feel like my physique is where it needs to be. Well, hopefully one day I will, but as of right now I don't at all. But definitely getting like my tan and my hair done and my makeup, and then just seeing like all my hard work on stage, and getting to share this journey with my Instagram followers, and then getting to meet all the people backstage and getting to meet all the athletes that have the same passion that I do, and having so much in common with them, because I find like that's something that's always happened, is when you go backstage you just have so much to talk about with these people, because they just went through the same process that you did for so long, right? So I feel like that's definitely the best part about competing, for sure. Last question. What is your favorite way to get your cardio in? There's no favorite way to get my cardio in. Really like what machine or like what kind of cardio I like doing, I don't know. But if it's what kind of cardio I like doing, definitely HIIT cardio. I used to hate HIIT, but I found I was actually just doing it wrong. I was going way too hard for way too long, so I was exhausted by the time like my first interval was done. But now that I know how to do it, I love HIIT cardio. It goes by way faster than steady state cardio does, and I also like doing like ropes and just plyometric stuff, because that makes it go by really fast as well. Yeah, I think that's all the questions that I had to answer. Thanks for watching.